What's going on, guys? I wanted to come back at you with a quick video talking about some what you might be thinking about and getting yourself into when you're thinking about joining the Army, and what you can expect, and if maybe help you decide if this is right for you. So what you can expect from joining the Army is long days. Number one, long days. You're going to be up from, this is an IET environment. I know it'll be a little different in the big Army, but in general, it's going to be long days up around 05, 06, and then getting off at 1700. And then especially in IET, you'll have random formations after work, after class. In the real Army, it'll be, that'll be your time, but it's definitely a lot of long days, especially for your first year in the Army. So leading in or bouncing off of long days is it's a lot of hard work. PT, constant time hacks. You got to be up PT, you're PTing hard, and then as soon as PT's over, you got to go eat and get changed and get to work. And then you're working all day. You get some breaks at work, but you're working. And then you go home, and then especially with like my job, you'll have homework or get something you need to read up on, some news to catch up on. So you're constantly working, constantly trying to better yourself. But when you're constantly working and bettering yourself and growing as a soldier, it's very rewarding. You feel like you have a purpose every day you go to work. So that's a great benefit of joining the Army. Not everyone has that. They just go to work to make money. But here you actually feel like you're serving a greater purpose than just getting up and doing your typical 5 to 9. So yeah, and then you'll make friends that will last a lifetime. I've made some of the best friends that I've ever made here. Yeah, I've got friends back home, and I miss them and I love them, and they'll always be my best friends. But it's different in the Army. You go through a lot of crappy times together, and it's just something that's kind of forged by fire, and you grow because you rely on each other whether you want to or not. You rely on each other to get through every day, and so that's something that the Army offers, and it's a very rewarding job. That's the only way I can describe it. You'll know it once you get in here, but you serve a purpose every day, and you make friends that will last a lifetime. You get skills that some of your counterparts in the civilian sector may not have right out of, or the 4 years after high school. So they go to college. Yeah, they may have a degree, may not, and then they may have spent a lot of money on college, but you've got those skills for free. You've got your education paid for to build off of those skills and that trade, and then when you get out, you have even more money for college that you can take, where you can give to your immediate family. So that's awesome. That not a lot of people have. 4 years after high school is a hard skill that you can do. Now, one thing you need to realize when you're joining the Army is you're going to be away from home more than unless you just happen to get lucky. You're going to be away from home, and you're going to miss your friends and your family. But that's a good and a bad thing. You get to travel the world. You get to go to places you wouldn't have gone if you haven't joined the Army, and you get to see and do things that you otherwise wouldn't have done. You're going to miss your family, but home will always be there when you get back to it. Home isn't going to change. There's still going to be those same people doing the same thing that they were doing before you left. So that's never going to change. But you get to do some awesome things, have some awesome experiences, meet some awesome people, and go to awesome places because of the Army that you may not otherwise would have, and you get to go for free. So that's a great thing. And then one of the last major points, last but not least, you grow up. I don't care how old you are, what kind of responsibilities you had before the Army. It's more true for a high schooler coming out, but even a college student or a guy that's 27 years old, you grow up. You have real world responsibilities with real implications. At the end of the day, if you don't do your job, you may get somebody killed, or you may ruin some, even if it's not have anything to do with combat. If you're admin, you mess up, somebody's not getting paid right, they can't pay their bills. It's a big conundrum for that whole family. So it's very important jobs, and it has real world implications. And just from the little things, being where you need to be on time, you know, buying your own goods, going to bed on your own accord instead of staying up. You know, you've got work in the morning, you got formation, you got to be up at 0445. You're going to bed and you're not going to stay on your computer and play games and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so those are some of the key points that you can expect deciding to join the Army. It's very hard work, but it's rewarding, and you get to travel and meet people that you never otherwise would have. And you get some really hard skills that are going to set you up for success. So especially in your first year in the Army, you got to look past the suck and look for what you're actually getting in the future in skills and stuff like that. So I just want to come at you with a quick video. Any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.